Okay, we're asked to solve an equation. We have x to the 2/3 minus 3 times x to the 1/3 minus 4 equals 0. I recognize an equation equals 0, so it's in good standard form. And there are 3 terms, so I'm thinking quadratic. However, there's ugly variables, so perhaps this is quadratic in form. The middle variable is always what I try a u substitution with. U equals x to the 1/3. To verify this, I work out u squared. Now x to the 1/3 squared is x to the 2/3. That should represent our first variable, which it does. Perfect. So this is u squared minus 3u minus 4 equals 0. Now, had you tried u equals 3 x to the 1/3 and then square it, you'd have a 9 x to the 2/3, and that wouldn't match. That suggests that your u is not correct. You go back and change it until your u works here somewhere and your u squared works here. This one looks like it might factor, so let's just factor it. We always have the quadratic formula to fall back on if we can't figure the factoring out. So 2 and 2 won't give 3, but 4 and 1 will. And if I have a minus 4 and a plus 1, that will make minus 3. So I have u equals 4, and it looks like an n, that's u equals negative 1. Okay, this is a u answer, but we had an x question, so we're not done. U is x to the 1/3, so we actually know x to the 1/3 equals 4, and x to the 1/3 equals negative 1. To solve for x, I just need to cube both sides to get x equals 64, which is 4 cubed, 4 times 4 times 4. And here cube both sides. And negative 1 cubed is x equals negative 1. Here we have our x answers to this x question. Now, these functions are cube root functions. Cube root functions have all real number domains, so there's nothing we can have in here that'll cause problems. You can verify your answers. For example, negative 1 to the 2/3 minus 3 times negative 1 to the 1/3 minus 4. Well, negative 1 to the 2/3, the cube root of negative 1 is negative 1. And negative 1 squared is 1. The cube root of negative 1 is negative 1. And negative 1 times negative 3 is 3. And minus 4, and that, in fact, equals 0. So you can go through and check your solutions to any equation. And it's always a good idea because I'd rather you be checking your answers than your teacher check them on a midterm. Okay, great. Thank you. Hope this helps.